Good evening. Welcome to Injustice Investigations. I'm your host, Al Scott. I deeply apologize. I think we're 3 minutes late, so we do apologize for that. Of course, we was trying to stay on top of the election results. We learned a little while ago that the state of Florida results may come in a little earlier tonight. But first, your battleground states are Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Michigan, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Texas, Wisconsin. Now, if Donald Trump should get Florida, should not get Florida, then there's a good chance he will not sit in that seat for another 4 years. Miss Elizabeth, good evening to you. Yvette, good evening to you. Neil, good evening. Mrs. The Dream Team, hey. Lady Falcon, good evening to you as well. We have a lot of material to cover tonight. I don't know exactly how we're going to do this because the two people that were supposed to be here with me tonight went missing in action. So I know I can't cover it all. So what we might do, we might break for a couple of minutes and then we'll come back on. I honestly don't expect any results in tonight that will tell us who's going to take the White House. That might be tomorrow. That might be next week. Right now, we don't know. But Donald Trump says if 2 or 3 states early on tonight has him in the lead, then he's going to go ahead and declare victory. Well, someone asked, well, Mr. Scott, can you do that? Absolutely, positively, unquestionable, without a doubt. He can declare any damn thing you want to declare. But it's meaningless. It's like giving a whale a tic tac. What he's saying don't mean jack. Donald Trump is trying extremely hard to stay in the White House. The other day, Friday, Biden's bus was attacked by Trump supporters that literally tried to run the bus off the road. Now, when Trump spoke on it, here's what he said. Number one, we knew the FBI was investigating it. First thing he says, no, the FBI is not investigating. That's fake news. But here's what really caught my eye in response to his supporters. In my opinion, Trump, these patriots did nothing wrong. They did. They tried to run the bus off the road as it traveled from San Antonio to Austin, Texas on Friday. Trump says, no, they were not trying to run them off. They were protecting the bus. Okay. Today, several states, several cities had to call the 1-800 number for voter intimidation. Several places, Trump supporters blocked polling places and wouldn't let people get through. There are 270 electoral votes that's needed to put someone in the White House. But when you have individuals that are a menace to society, blocking people from voting. That's voter intimidation. When Trump and his people are flying around town, taking pictures of voters, voter intimidation. It's just that simple. When we don't want a certain amount of ballots counted, that's fraud and voter intimidation. The president, his or her first order of business is to protect the American people. That's his first order of business, to protect the American people. Donald Trump has done any and everything but that. Donald Trump has a team of lawyers at different polls throughout the country to make sure everything goes accordingly. The only thing about Trump's attorneys in different states and different cities is that they're Trump's attorneys. You get it? They work for Trump. So if we're trying to paint a picture that these are some upstanding attorneys and they're not for any shenanigans, well, if that's what he was trying to do, it didn't get the bullseye. Not with me. If we don't believe Trump, why in the hell would we believe his attorneys? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Our country is in a terrible state right now. The country is divided and people are hurting. And it's getting worse day by day. White supremacist groups are at different polling places. They're waiting on the word. From who? I don't know. That's voter intimidation. It is, without a doubt, of great urgency that Trump gets walked out of the White House. He must go. He must go. When you want polls closed early and you don't want to count certain ballots, that's fraud. I would think if you were running for any office, and if you're going to be fair when running for office, that you would at least want every vote counted. Win or lose, all votes must be counted. There is no need to try to force results in tonight just so Trump can lay down and get some sleep. Because right now he's nervous as a virgin on prom night. Certain states that carried Trump may not carry him this go around, simply because he got in there and did something close to nothing. He disappointed the people. Trump says he deserves another term in the White House. That's a lie. That's a lie. Trump is not protecting the American people. He's not. And there's nothing that you can show the people that would say, okay, yeah, he's trying to protect them. No, he's not. He's inciting riots. He's speaking in subliminal messages to his fan clubs. That's what they have, a fan club. It's going to be hell. People are going to be upset if they lie and say I lost. I don't know what's going to happen, but my people are going to be upset. They have guns and stuff. You know, they're out there. They're patriots. when we saw R. Kelly being interviewed by Gayle King, and everybody remembers that famous movie. You remember that? You also remember when he said, "I'm fighting for my fucking life." Guilty or innocent, he's right. He's 100% right. And even when if it is proven that you have committed certain crimes, and you must pay your due to society when that happens. You have to. Gayle King practiced sitting in a chair. Gayle King practiced over and over again how not to flinch. I'm going somewhere with this. How not to even move so just a string of her hair would move. Nothing would move. And it didn't. And the next day, I shouted Gayle King out. I applauded her because she stood there. She sat there, didn't move, was not moved by R. Kelly's loud voice and him standing up. And then I thought about it. Oh, I know why she didn't move or didn't flinch. She had rehearsed this. So why am I bringing this up now about R. Kelly? Well, it's simple. Mainstream media is painting, well, he's guilty now, is painting R. Kelly out to be a monster, a gorilla. And in doing so, in subliminal ways, they are speaking to potential Jews. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. That's it. And Trump, when he says certain things and speaks in subliminal messages, the people that listen know exactly what Trump is talking about. Trump told Lesley Stahl, and we're going to get into the results shortly. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 more hours left. But he told Lesley Stahl in an interview, and I'm sure you guys saw it. I've created the world's best economy. It's never been done in the history of the president. Never been done. Well, Lesley Stahl looked at him and kind of giggled and said, "You know, you did that." Yes, we did. No, you didn't. When you disagree, you embarrass him, you hurt his feelings, and he's ready to go because he know if you put me on Front Street and said, "I know I didn't do that," then I'm embarrassed and that makes me look bad. Now, I don't know what the hell you're going to say next when I say something. So I'm going to try to ease on out before it goes too far because I know you're right. Every time he opens his mouth, Trump lies. Every time. The United States cannot heal until Trump leaves. The United States cannot once again practice unity until Trump leaves. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. I'm not going to leave the White House. I'm going to stay. No, you must go. You must go. When your time is up, then your time it's just up. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. In 2016, since Trump is extremely happy about doing away with the Affordable Health Care Act. And by the way, rarely do you hear me say Obamacare. They dubbed it that, but the name is the Affordable Health Care Act. During the 26th campaign, Donald Trump promised the American people great health care for any American who is sick and at affordable prices. We'll be terminating Obamacare. We'll be replacing it with so many different options that tells me he has not one option. You will have great health care at a fraction of the cost, and it will be great. Today, over 23 million Americans rely on the Affordable Health Care Act, where, especially with elderly, it was always a difficult decision every month. Do we go to the grocery store and get something to eat, or do I pay my insurance? It's a battlefield on their mind every month. No one should have to play Russian roulette with their life. But President Obama and his team, they came with the Affordable Health Care Act. In the beginning, they would even help you find the right doctor, help you with finances. They would do that. But now, before you can say we're going to dismantle the Affordable Health Care Act, you have to have something on the table. And what you have on the table has to be 10 times greater than what 23 Americans are holding on to right now. He has nothing. Since 2016, you and I have heard, we're going to replace Obamacare. It sucks. We're going to replace it. It sucks. We're going to replace it. It sucks. There's so many things wrong with this here. It's got to go. The American people hate it. They don't like it. I don't think he spoke to 23 million people. I just don't. I just don't think he did that. But what I do know is that you better have something better than what I have on the table already before you come with this foolishness. So if you don't have anything, you need to shut your mouth. It shouldn't have taken this long to replace, as they said, Obamacare, as long as he's been in there. But it has taken this long because they don't have a plan. They just hate President Obama. So they're trying to erase any signs that Negro sat in that White House. It's personal. It's as simple as that. Statewide polls are closing in Georgia, Kentucky, South Carolina, Virginia in less than just a few minutes. In the state of Kentucky right now, this can change at any minute. Biden is leading Trump. Indiana, Trump is leading Biden. We have a young lady that we sent to the Supreme Court who from day one has been fighting against the Affordable Health Care Act. So if you didn't know why it was a great urgency to get her in that seat, well, now you know. Now you know. We are living in some extreme, dangerous times. We don't know what's going to happen. But we can just imagine what will happen tonight. Because FBI agents and other agents are in certain cities and states ready to move if and when all hell breaks loose. If we said, if the voters say Trump needs 4 more years, it's going to be trouble. If the voters said, you got but one time to disappoint me, that's on me. But if I let you do it again, I'm stupid. I'm super stupid. We're not going to do that. If Biden wins, it's going to be hell. People are told not to go out if they don't have to. You saw it on TV. They're boarding up their business. This has never happened in the history of the presidency. It happened. It has not happened. But it's happening now because you have a diabolical, deranged, super stupid, racist sapsucker in the White House breaking all the rules. The White House is the people's house. And anyone that sits in there is not only blessed, but they should conduct themselves according to the White House. It's no longer you and your business. This is about the American people. Trump has not delivered on none of his promises. Someone said a little while ago that he failed. He hasn't delivered. He cannot deliver what he don't have. He cannot. And by the way, earlier, hadn't been confirmed, but we were told that blacks did their thing as far as voting is concerned. I haven't confirmed that, but I did see it somewhere. And it was a wonderful turnout from black people. But not only are some black people trying to get him out of the White House, there are some white people, some Republicans are trying to get him out. He's a loose cannon. I mean, you make it difficult for me to do damage control on things that you say and do. And now they're looking at me as I got to be stupid. You have to be stupid to keep trying to do damage control for when Trump speaks his truth. If Trump gets back in the White House, it's over for the American people. It's over. All we're saying is that we love Trump. We worship Trump. He's an excellent president. Talking about Trump, that's an excellent lie. Trump is in the White House right now because he speaks the language of racist white America. And Uncle Tom Nichols, who loves him. Trump is not in the White House on policies because he don't know what the hell is going on. We know racism has been here and it will exist until the people exist no more. But I did not know, maybe one of y'all did, I did not know of all the hatred people had and have in this country towards blacks until he took office. And he gave them the courage to take the hood off and the robe and step outside and say, I will no longer live life as a closet racist. Trump is trying to incite riots. When he tells his people, they're going to lie. And he is still not trying to protect the American people. His rallies are indoors. Thousands of people are there. If it's 5,000, maybe 3 got on a mask. His job is to protect the American people. And I don't know about you, but I honestly think that Trump has failed the American people. So do we give him another chance? No. We cannot. We cannot. We're better than what was put in there the first time. We are. And so it's imperative that we get out and say, Trump, you got to go. You got to go. Only a child would sit in his or her mind and develop a strategy when they lose legally. My name is Donald J. Trump. I don't lose anything. I'm heaven on earth. So if anyone says Biden has won, they're lying. Because my people love me. And they do, they love him. But he has a fan club. Most of those that support him are dumb. He has a fan club. He takes the office of the president for a joke. And he doesn't care if you know it. Things will not get better until Donald Trump come out of the White House. Donald Trump wants to end the food stamp program. Am I in agreement with that? No. Because sometimes things go bad and we all need a helping hand. And so that program is there to help those in time of need. Now, mind you this now, and I'm speaking of able bodies, black, white, male, and female. We don't expect for you to make the entitlements a career. In other words, I don't expect black people, white people to make receiving food stamps a damn career. It's meant temporarily to help you doing you're going through. That's what it was there for. And many people abuse that. And that we need to put a stop to that. We have to. But in the course of putting a stop to it the way Trump wants to do it, those that really need it will be knocked off still. It's as simple as that. You and I, tonight, are feeling the pain of the coronavirus pandemic. And I'm not just talking about being sick up through losing loved ones, but with what's going on in this country. It affects people that have a genuine concern for not only their country, but a genuine concern for everyone. Everyone. Can you imagine? Okay, let me tell you this bad news. Indiana has just gave it to Donald Trump. Indiana. And we expected that. We did. We expected that. It just popped up. It's meant to help you doing you're going through. But able bodies, you do need to get up off it. I can't find a job. Well, you'll never find a damn job if you're looking for it in the bedroom. You just won't. So those that are milking the system, I agree. They must go. They must go. I searched yesterday, heaven backing me up, because I wanted to look at all of Donald Trump's accomplishments, whether I liked them or not. I couldn't find one. I found a lot of promises that were not kept simply because it was just that, a promise. They had no intentions on doing any damn thing. Tell you what you want to hear just to get in here. And now they're doing it again. Unless people really like the life that Trump is giving us, we have to think about other people that are going through things worse than what you are going through. And whatever you want for you, your family, your community, your city, your state, the president of the United States has to be the same way. Presidents in the United States are to unite, not divide, and not lie. But it happens every day. Tammy Baker said, who's winning? Trump just won in Indiana. And right now, they're saying it's too early to call some of the battleground states, which is Georgia, Kentucky, South Carolina, Vermont, and Virginia. Incidentally, I think Joe Biden was back in Pennsylvania today, and I think Trump was there on last night. Key battleground state supported Trump. They did. And for some, he let them down. And he will continue to let you down because he does not have a genuine concern for the people. If he did, he wouldn't run for re-election. I look for all hell to break loose tonight or within the next coming days. It's going to happen. It's going. I just don't think, this is me. I've said it before that when he asked me if I thought Trump could win again. And I quickly said, hell no. It's impossible. It's just impossible. But now, I honestly believe that Trump stands an excellent chance of winning the White House again. Simply because of white supremacists that are out there in big numbers supporting him, and he feeds off of that. Now, if we're talking about legally winning, no. We're not talking about that at all. We're not talking about legally winning. We're talking about shenanigans. Keep in mind, I keep saying that, and I have to catch myself that Trump will not be re-elected. Well, first of all, that's a lie. Trump was not elected in the first president run. He was selected, and that's a big difference. So if he legally wins now, it will be the first time that he legally won and went in there because the people put him in there. By any means necessary, I don't give a damn. I got to win this election. I got to win it. If it means kicking my mom in her butt, I will do it. So why does he want to stand there so bad? One can only speculate. But if you need peace in your life, then surely today or through early voting, you voted to try to help get him out. Because if anybody do any voter fraud, you ever notice everything negative that Trump says about other people who expose him, who don't like him? You ever notice everything that he says about them? Not only is it not true, he's really talking to his damn self. We're better than what we have right now in this country. When he was asked about justice reform, speaking on black people, well, Trump sometimes reminds me of water. Whenever water meets its resistance, it finds a way to go around it. So to avoid answering that directly, his response was, I think our police department is doing a wonderful job. Wonderful job. They're backing me too. And you want blacks to help you get in there. And you just slap the family of the individuals that was killed by racist, diabolical, trigger-happy cops. You saluted them. You don't see that there needs to be justice reform because justice that's going on now is what he likes. So that's why you can say, I think you're doing a great job. And today we're dealing with the same people that once used the words lynching and legal in the same sentence. If we want things better, then not only do we have to think about wanting things better, we have to make them happen. We have to. We cannot do another 4 years of this jackass. Somebody on this feed lost their job due to the coronavirus pandemic. Somebody on this feed was receiving unemployment benefits that they qualified for because of this pandemic. Somebody on this feed has been evicted or will be evicted because of the pandemic. But nobody cares. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. That's what Trump says. I wouldn't change a thing. I give me and my administration an A+ on how we handle the coronavirus pandemic. I thought we did excellent. Phenomenal is what he said. Phenomenal. Really? Well, here's what he did. Not a damn thing. He did nothing. He did absolutely, positively, unquestionable nothing to aggressively address the coronavirus. And he comes before the cameras and said, I mean, we didn't know this was going to happen. Who knew? We could not have predicted this. Who knew? The United States knew. That's who knew. And you knew. But you did nothing. Especially when you know that allegedly the virus is attacking more blacks than whites. So, I mean, why in the hell would I want to have them? Kill them. I kill them. Neil says, Trump just won Kentucky. Oh my God. It can still change later, but Florida is who Joe Biden needs. And right now, Trump is leading in Florida. But tonight, it's still early. All the votes have not been tallied up, so anything could change at any time. We cannot. Someone put a post out on Facebook today, and it said something like, how can you say you love people and you're putting someone in office that hurts people? Nothing about Donald Trump is America. Nothing. Plays by his own rules. He even said Dr. Fauci sometimes don't like to be a team player. Well, what the hell is a team player? One that listens to me because I'm their God. One that knows everything that I said. I mean, it's the gospel. People told a group of people one day, people talk about how smart I am. And I could have been in anything. They were talking about, because you can solve anything. I searched all through Google. I went back 10 years. Nobody said any damn thing like that about Trump but his damn self. Trump has to pat his own self on the back because he knows he's not doing nothing. And the people that know what's going on, they know. And so it's hard to get people to come up there and say, blase, blase, and you ain't done a damn thing. So since y'all won't come, I think we're trying to kill everything Trump has done since he went in the White House. Here's what he says. This has never happened before in the history of the presidency. Never. Never. This is good. This is phenomenal. Everything is in the history of a lie you speak. If he stays in there, I don't expect for Trump to send out a second wave of stimulus checks, nor unemployment benefits. If, watch this, if he had a genuine concern for the people, here's what would have happened. Congress, come on. Republicans, Democrats, come on. Security, lock the doors. I don't give a damn if we be in here for 2 days, 3, 4 days, 5 days, a week. Nobody is going out of that door until we fix it for the American people. Nobody's going to go out that door. I don't give a damn how long it's going to take. I'm rich. I'm filthy rich. I lay my head on nothing but the best of the best. If they had a genuine concern, we would have a stimulus package by now. But while they're playing politics, we're losing. We are losing, and they do not give a damn. I don't care what Nancy says. I don't care what Maxine. Let me talk about Maxine for a minute before I forget. Maxine says something to the extent about she would never, ever forgive black people, I think said, for not voting. So she would never, ever forgive them. Never, ever, ever, ever. Never, ever, 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 or never, ever, 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 ever. Oh, the never, never, ever, 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 ever. Well, that don't make no damn sense. We cannot insist that you vote. We cannot get upset when you don't vote. We cannot get upset when you vote for the wrong candidate in our mind. We cannot. But since she's on the subject of unforgiving, well, let me put this out. I will never, ever forgive you, Maxine. The Republicans, the Democrats, and the jackass in the White House, I will never forgive y'all because you didn't give a damn about us. That's the thing right there. Damn that vote. I would never forgive y'all because you put the American people on the back burner and focused on your damn careers rather than helping the American people. Y'all play politics. That's what y'all did. You point this way, they point that way. Keep them right there because it's equal. It's just equal. So many people died after getting the coronavirus. They did. It was so bad in New York City. Y'all remember when they had the freezer trucks to come out because the funeral homes was full of dead bodies. That's how bad it got. Fauci just said that ain't nothing compared to what's getting ready to happen. And we can't act like we don't see the pink elephant in the living room. We can't. If I really care about you and what you're going through, and I have the power to play a part in helping you get it fixed, that's what I would do. That's what I would do. My head would not meet pillow until the American people were doing pretty damn good. This is not a time for sleeping. There'll be no vacation. There'll be no golf playing. None of that. We're going to address the needs of the American people, especially when it's their money that they pumped into the system. And so now, all of us are on eggshells about what could happen when this is all over, said and done. What could happen? Oh, thank you, Lord Jesus. Biden is leading in the great state of Florida. He needs Florida, and he's leading in the great state. Biden is also leading in the great state of Georgia as well. Go ahead, Biden. Look at Biden. Hey, Biden is leading in the great state of New Hampshire. Or you just go, Joe. Look at old Joe. Joe, just go, go, go. Listen. The injustices. Biden got him in Vermont. That black people keep receiving in this country will get worse because of who's driving the bus. When you cannot come to the mic and say to the American people, I understand the protests. I may not understand the looting, or do I? But we got to get it together. We have to get it together because blacks are humans too. We have to get it together. Love, as Maxine said, she loves us. We all love us. Ladies, love don't pay no damn bills, right? And love don't pay no bills. But here's the thing about love. Love is a verb, and a verb shows action. You saying you love me does not assure me that you love me. You love me, I'm homeless. Don't worry about why I'm homeless, but I'm homeless. You love me. Then help me. Help me because I want to get it together, but I can't right now. I don't know how. I'm so messed up right now because I've been homeless for 12 damn years, and I myself, I don't remember how in the hell I got here because I've been out here that damn long. I don't know. And right now, I don't give a damn. I've given up on myself. I wasn't an alcoholic. I didn't do drugs. But living out here on these damn streets will make you put that pipe in your goddamn mouth at the drop of a fucking dime because you want to run away from what's going on with you. Now, you love me. I'm ready to get it together, but I don't know how. Help me get it together. Nobody may not agree with this on this feed tonight, but I think they've had ample amount of time to get the money in the bank. They have. But they're not trying. They're not suffering. We are. We're suffering. We have to realize that Trump is a racist. His family was sued in a class action lawsuit for discriminating against black people from living in his apartments. Trump says, racist, me. No, I'm the least racist person in the building. And I can't see everybody, but I don't need to say, but I'm the least racist. The least, do you understand what he's saying? You probably do. But he don't, because he's super stupid. Michael Albert said, the race is going to be tight. Brother, I have to agree with you on that. It's probably going to be tight. It's probably going to be tight. Now, I forgot what state it was. Earlier today, a federal judge ordered a voting poll somewhere before they leave, because they've got some kind of information that something might be going on with the ballots, to do a sweep of the whole building. In other words, look in the trash can, look up, and look down. The foolishness started earlier. While you were voting this morning, the foolishness had already started. Now, why would a man, if you done right by the American people, watch this. If you done right by the American people and you have their best interest at hand, why would you have to resort to shenanigans? Why would you have to criticize the way we vote if you've done the right thing for the American people? Do you know how much trouble you have to go through to lie and to fix this up and to fix that? That's another job its damn self. But if I have done right and I want another chance, that's all I need to do to run. Now, if I win, I win. If I don't, I don't. But one thing we don't do is intimidate people and lie on other people to get what we want, to get where we want to be. Ms. Carter, the email address is investigationscott@gmail.com. Again, it's investigationscott@gmail.com. Investigations has an S on it, you got SS, and that's it. So, tonight, I'm sure we'll be back with some results. We may not be back with the final results, but periodically throughout the night, we will come right back here. So it's over now. All we didn't do, we can't do. All we didn't say, we can't say. It's now in the voters' hand right now. And every vote in this country must be counted. I think it was illegal for Trump to send lawyers throughout the country to certain polling places. We don't do that. We don't do. If your work ethics don't speak for you, you don't get to hint this ain't for you. The only good thing about Trump being in office, watch this. The only good thing about Trump being in office is he did do something for blacks. He did. He did. I just thought he did. And that's the only thing I would thank him for. I wouldn't shake his hand, but I would thank him for it. Here's what he did for blacks. With his diabolical, racist ways, Donald Trump gave closet racist white people the courage to take the hood off and the robe off in the living room and step outside and say, "Hey, nigga!" That's what he did. Before, they were on the down low. They didn't want no trouble. I want no trouble. But he did that. Some of the same people that you work with and you thought loved your black ass had a second job at night that you didn't know about. So that's the only thing he's done for blacks. He gave closet racist white people the courage to stand up and say, "I don't like him either." Our country again is hurting. For all of you who voted, I thank you kindly, regardless of who you voted for. But in regardless to who wins, now watch this. Good evening, Mr. Royal. Watch this. Regardless who wins the presidency, there's another problem that we must address that no one talks about. We must address the internal side of our justice system. Those that filled out an application and now work in the criminal justice system, in the courthouse, in the police station. We have to go in and pull you out and pull you out and pull you out. Because even if we get it accepted here, it's got to go to so-and-so who don't like blacks. Or it's got to go to so-and-so who is black but wants to be white. Our work is far from over when the election is over. It's far from over. There's some powerful people in positions in this country that must be removed from them seats. They must be. If we're ever going to get the change that we deserve, we got to take it. They're not going to give it to us. We got to get in there and we got to take it. And this country, radar, as far as racism is concerned, it is so damn thick right now. It wraps around you like a quilt. And not me. Oh, they don't mean it. Maya Angelou said, when someone show you who they really are, don't be stupid. Believe them. Believe them. The president of the United States, in my opinion, has too much authority. And that was a big help. Too much authority. Where you can just walk your ass out and do what you want to do and don't answer to no damn body. So in a sense, this jackass being selected, not elected, has awakened some of us to the internal side of the system. And with that being said, I could end tonight's show with just 2 words: work call. We got to get them out. We got to get them out. And we must not focus on putting the first black in. The first black. I don't give a damn about the first black. Let's just get the first right black in there. That's what we need to do. It's not a glorious day when it's the first black. Okay, big deal. That means nothing. Your work is what speaks for you. Miss B is in tonight all the way from Canada. Hey, girl. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The United States is like a baby right now. We can't get no more than we're given. We want to be loved. We want to be accepted. We want to be heard. That will never happen with a jackass that sits in the White House because he don't care about you. He don't care about you. He has his own personal agenda. Obama said it so well the other day. Said he is jealous of the attention that COVID is getting. I don't know why they have to show this here. Why y'all why that y'all our President Obama's speech on y'all? Why y'all did that? I'm gonna send that to the Supreme Court and shut your station down. Dude, this is not your country. You don't own this shit. Your mind is really playing tricks on you. This is not your company. This is a country. You want everybody everybody to send praises to your crooked, racist, diabolical ass. No, 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 no. That would be fucked up if everything you did was accepted and was considered to be right. That would be fucked up. You want it your way. You want to tell us what they said, when they said, how long they said, and believe any damn thing that you tell us. I don't think he had the coronavirus. I don't think he had the coronavirus. We're going to get out of here. I do not think he had the coronavirus. Trump lied before he got in the White House. And when he got in the White House, that's where he got his certificate in lies 101 and 102. So, with that being said, why in the hell would we start believing him now? And all he's been doing is lying. And like a domino effect, damn near everybody in his cabinet close to him, they got it too. They got it. Miss Renfrey, good evening to you. Good evening. Well, and there's A-Pal was in the house. I think you late. We'll talk about that later time. I might have to do it. Candy, good evening to you. So you would have to be out of your righteous mind to believe Trump had the coronavirus. Y'all may not remember this, but I remember saying it. He's going to fake like he has it. He's going to go to the doctor. They're going to give him a drug. He's going to come out and say, I'm cured. I think it was a blessing from God. God don't know you. Call on somebody you have a relationship with. Lucifer, Trump's calling. You don't have a relationship with God. You don't. You are a portrait of evil. Louis Rawls said, Trump would do anything for attention and to stay in that seat. Okay, Biden just passed Donald Girl up in Florida, and he's doing well in the great state of Georgia. And incidentally, quickly, let's talk about Georgia. In the last election with Stacey Abrams. I never tell you not to vote. I'll never tell you who to vote for. I'll tell you who I'm voting for. I will tell you I have a problem with it. But here's the thing. Before we earned the right to vote, we went through hell and high water. People were arrested, spit on, police hosed them down. Some died, some was beaten. Some was burned alive on a cross because our voice didn't count. But when we got there and they said, okay, niggas, y'all can vote. Here's what they did. They took a jar, like a pickle jar, loaded it up. Seriously, this really happened. Loaded it up with jelly beans. And it would tell them to guess how many was in there. Okay, I'll make it easy for you. Don't do that. Guess how many pink ones are in there, and I'll let you vote. Simply put, if a black life in this country don't matter, why in the fuck would you think your vote matters? If they don't want it, they won't receive it. They'll burn it. They'll put it in the trash. Now, I'm not saying don't vote. I'm just putting you up on game. That's just that simple. And it don't have to just be black people. You can be white, you can be Mexicans, whatever. If they don't want that vote to count, it will not. We learned this in the last election in the state of Georgia. fuck about us. They're always talking about fraud, breaking the law. This is a criminal. This is your biggest gains are in Washington, D.C., in the White House, and in Congress. Those are your thugs. Those are your thugs. The same shit they accuse us of doing is the exact thing that they are doing. We should not be where we are right now in this country. We shouldn't be. If I didn't know any better, I would swear this is 1924, not 2020. We still are fighting to be free. We still are fighting to be accepted. We still are fighting to be considered equal. We still are fighting. One of our biggest problems as Black people is that we try to fit in where we're not wanted. You want to be accepted. Bernie Mac said it best in the stand-up. He said, boy, when white folks come out and say, boy, you somebody. You somebody. You know you made it. Now, it was comical, but it was the gospel. If I tell you you're doing good, thank you, Mr. Scott. If that white man said, oh, you know what? Thank you so much. I tried so hard there and stuff and everything. You like my tie. You cherish that word from the white man and disregard the Black man acknowledging you and what you do. There's no other option but for us to take the White House back. There's no other option. We must take the White House back. The White House is full of stains. And before the next president go in, they need to burn it down to the ground and start over again. A history of corruption in the White House. When there will be mass shootings, even if there was no blacks involved, especially during the shooting, President Barack Obama, you didn't have to wonder whether or not he was going to address the issue. Before the news anchor could finish telling you the whole story, oh, President Obama is going to address this issue in about 1 hour. President Obama is going to address this issue in about 1 hour. President Obama is going to address this issue in about 1 hour. That's what he did. We didn't have to beg him to come to the mic. He came. And he didn't tear either side down. He spoke truth. He came because he has a genuine concern for the people. He even said it a few tears. I remember when he said, if I had a son, he would look just like Trayvon Martin. Trayvon Martin, I remember when it happened, I was being interviewed by Channel 12, and the reporter wanted me to wear a hoodie. I've never wore a hoodie in my damn life. Never. However, Cynthia went in and bought a little hoodie thing. It was black, blue. And so, and I remember telling my baby sister about me being on the news with the hood thing. And she laughed. She said, you gonna wear a hood? I said, I'm gonna wear a hood. And I did. I marched. I did. But about a few weeks later, things began to run through my mind about Trayvon Martin and George Zimmerman. Now keep in mind, it wasn't raining. The hoodie was not on when he was going to the store. They started to drizzle just a little bit. Put the hoodie on. But before this, George Zimmerman was already targeting Trayvon Martin when he should have been on his way to Target. Here's my point. Trayvon Martin could have had on a suit and a tie. He still was going to die that night. It wasn't the hoodie. It wasn't the hoodie. That pretty brown, that's what got him killed. The hoodie didn't have a damn thing to do with it. Nothing. When we get to a point in this country, when we accept the wrong and give a thumbs down to what's right, it's a 911 situation. We in trouble. But I don't know who we can call because we're black. If I call the police to calm my son down, I may as well go ahead and call the funeral home before the cop come because he's going to kill him. When you can't trust the police, who in the hell can you trust? It's unbelievable where we're at today in 2020 with racism. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Black parents have to sit their children down and get them to make a psychological adjustment before they walk out that door. Don't say this, don't say that. If a cop stops you, keep your hands down, put your hands in your pocket. If you drive, keep your hands on the steering wheel. When they come over there, put your hands up there like this here and say yes, sir, and say no, sir. And they will still knock your child ass off. So it's nothing we can do as black people to stop from being targets. We're going to be targets until the day we die. It's just that simple. Until the day we die. Racism has been here. Racism exists. It exists until we, the people, exist no more. Trump fuels racism. And when he does that, other white people come out and attack us. It's a joke to them. It's a joke. In many ways, blacks have to stop trying to fit in where they don't belong. It's simple. Stop it. Stop it. We have to be the change that we know we need. We all we got. We all we got. We ain't never sons of bitches. We ain't never 3/5 of humans. We ain't nothing but monkeys. We're nothing. We're nothing. And that's how they see us. But how they see us is not a problem. How we see ourselves, now that's the problem. People greet you the way they see you. If we want to change, we must become that change. This election should wake us all up to become more and more proactive so that we can play a role in changing things for the betterment of black people. I hate when I say something about Black Lives Matter and a white person come behind me. Yes, Mr. Scott, Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. No, it don't. If Black lives fucking matter, was damn near all my brothers and sisters in a graveyard. If black lives don't matter. And they know this shit. But don't come and interrupt what the fuck I'm saying to put your 2 cents. You tell your story the way you want to tell it. Don't tell me how to tell it. I know for a fact all lives don't matter. And with that being said, You black people going off to topic. You black people, especially in Shreveport, Louisiana, who keeps executing your very own. Y'all are fools with serious problems. You're a menace to society. If you that damn miserable, you should commit suicide and die because you are interrupting peace in this city. The white man don't need your help taking us down. He didn't ask for it, he don't need it. It's hard sometimes to defend us. We make it that way. And baby, if we had the right people in office, you and I wouldn't be having this talk tonight. It's not just about the police officer. It's about our system. The whole damn system is guilty. The criminal justice system is not broken. It was designed the way that it is. That's it. I want you to be safe. Don't get relaxed these next few days. Be prepared for anything. Be prepared for anything, because either way it goes, it's going to be trouble. And it is so sad that this is where we're at in 2020 with the presidency. It's sad. I hope to have the results for you all tonight. I doubt it, but I know we're back in the morning. So if you haven't signed up for all the alerts, sign up tonight so you know when we're getting ready to go live. I love you guys. I appreciate you big time for supporting this show and listening to my crazy ass. Remember this. You have nothing to prove to no one. As long as you know the name that's on that birth certificate. That's all that matters. That's it. That's it. Don't spend too much time focusing on why they don't like us. Who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? It's us against them. So every chance we get, we must speak to the brothers and the sisters in our neighborhood that keep shooting and killing us, whether they have a reason or not. Everybody's somebody's child. We're tired of seeing our black children become celebrities through death. We're tired of it. And all of us ought to be tired of seeing black mothers on CNN with a civil rights attorney. You'll never see a white woman there with a civil rights attorney. Y'all enjoy your evening. I'm going to go and watch the rest of the results. And if it's worth coming back, I promise you, we will come back. But if you don't remember nothing, remember this. You must be the change that you want to see. You must be the change. I love you. Y'all enjoy your evening. I'm not always right, and you are not always